Wife sends naked photos to several men and denies cheating on my birthday. She begs to stay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another story about Reddit cheating. Please click the subscribe button and the notification bell before we begin so you don't miss another cheating story. I never saw myself posting on this site, but here I am. My wife used to tell everyone that we don't go into each other's phones because we trust each other. What a load of nonsense that was. She arrived home drunk as hell around 10:00 p.m. yesterday night and passed asleep smooth as silk. She had been walking naked from the bedroom to the bathroom and vice versa a lot more than usual, which made me suspect. That isn't remarkable in and of itself, but she was also avoiding me and giving me strange looks. I knew she wouldn't wake up on her own for hours as she passed out while stoned. I decided to say forget it and scratch an itch that had been bothering me. So I snatched her phone from her purse. I went directly to Snapchat after unlocking it. Okay, she's been chatting to a guy, but there's still no proof. Then I went to her messages and saw that she'd been messaging her stepfather. This was her stepfather from the time she was 2 till she was a teenager, since she was 2 years old. He's been known to demand nudes from her in exchange for money, and she's always complied. But that was before I met her. All messages were removed until 1:24 p.m. on that day and until 10:00 p.m. on the following day. Damn, looks like it's ready for Junior. Her dad sent a message at 1:24 p.m. Then she replied, yes, it is, to which he replied, well, I'm going to have to go rub one out. The rest of the texts were from her while she was inebriated, begging for money since she was stuck with a $300 tab from the unauthorized holiday party. This didn't seem right, so I went to her photos and found nothing until I went to her deleted photos. At 1:22 p.m., I saw a picture of her on our couch flashing her. Pussy, I was just in the next room. Say it isn't so that this didn't happen, just to discover that it is. For the past 30 days, I've seen many intimate images of her taken almost every day. The deleted file only holds pictures for 30 days. Keep in mind that I haven't received photos from her in months, and when I did, they weren't quite as explicit as these. Then I saw 2 nudes of a guy our age from our area, as well as 2 nudes of her from the same time period. I knew his girlfriend but not him, so I sent his images to his girlfriend and told her what had transpired. I photographed everything, and I mean everything, on my phone, and then confronted my wife with her phone. She was completely incoherent and simply denied everything, all the while erasing the evidence from her phone. I walked from our house to my mother's house, which is on the same land. I spent my day playing with our 3-year-old daughter, fretting about what might happen, until I received a text from my wife at 2 a.m. just as my daughter was falling asleep. Yes, my daughter has a messed up sleeping schedule, and yes, we're working on it. Also, because of work, my wife rarely sees our kid, and even when she does, she doesn't spend much time with her, saying we need to discuss. All I could think of when I got home was divorce. She cried and pleaded with me, claiming that she was becoming her mother, who suffers from bipolar disorder and a few other mental illnesses. I've noticed that my wife is gradually developing the same issues, but they aren't quite as severe. Her mother was a messed up parent who messed up my wife's brain as well, though she was skilled at hiding it the majority of the time. She explained that she enjoyed the attention and that it was all about the images. She began cursing herself, crying, and pleading with me not to abandon her. I'm not sure whether I can trust her on what she's saying, but nothing had changed save the strange nakedness, and she was still treating me with all of the love in the world. Why would she send nudes to other men, especially her damn dad, if she loved me? She even said that she wasn't paid for any of it and that she was only doing it for the publicity. I treat her like a queen, so she gets plenty of attention at home, and my physical drive is way higher than hers too. I have to consider my daughter here because if I divorce my wife, she'll almost certainly get the short end of the stick when it comes to custody in Texas. They always seem to side with the mother unless they're on drugs. And knowing that she'll most likely move in with her mother and her husband, which would severely disrupt my child's life. Also, her dad owned her mom's/house husbands, and he made it a point years ago to make it clear that I was not permitted to see them under any circumstances, since he was jealous and wanted her, or he would force them out. I know she loves me, and I can see she means it when she apologizes, but I can't guarantee she W. On to it again. I made her block her dad and the F***K boy, and I made it clear that if she ever contacted them or sent nudes to another man, I file for divorce right away. She believes I'm giving her another chance. I found her doing similar shady shite approximately 2 months into our relationship before we married, but I'm still undecided. My primary concern is for my daughter. We both have solid employment, so money isn't an issue for us. I've done nothing except adore her, and I've been under the impression that I was getting the same treatment. So here we are at 11 a.m., practically on my birthday, and I couldn't get to sleep the night before. So I'm still awake and have been for more than 24 hours. I'm not exhausted either. I just can't seem to fall asleep. She didn't sleep either after our conversation, and I can tell it's upsetting her. Yet, it didn't stop her from getting her hair done. I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Sorry for the lengthy essay. There's a lot to untangle here, and there's a lot more to it, but I'm not writing a novel. Here are a few of the greatest remarks. Hello there, pal. I'm a private investigator who has worked in child custody matters before. I'm going to offer you some suggestions. First and foremost, it wasn't an accident if the intent was present. Those photos were meant to be sent by your wife. It makes no difference if she got as far as committing a physical act. Intent is present. Furthermore, your custody case will be decided entirely on the basis of two factors. I did entirely on the basis of two factors. Your divorce attorney and the state in which you live. 1. No fault or fault and no fault divorce is legal in several states. Because neither party is at fault, cheating, etc. cannot be used as a basis for a custody claim. You must determine which state you reside in. 2. Hire the oldest, most costly, arrogant, meanest, most down-to-earth defense counsel you can find. Make your case and see if they'll take on the custody fight for you. Custody lawyers, in my experience, like to be lazy and settle. If it were up to me, I wouldn't trust your wife. I'm also a paranoid person by nature. Best wishes. A PI opinion: don't be concerned about child custody. The fact that she is seducing her father, despite the fact that he is a stepfather, will help your case tremendously. Step 1 is to get a lawyer who is a bulldog. Make a copy of all your proof and give it to him. Step 2 is to take his counsel. Tell him you want to get everything in order before filing. Make sure he understands you desire custody and that you are concerned about the child's safety around her, particularly her stepfather. Request a protective order to keep her stepfather out of your child's lives. When she is kicked out of your house, she won't be able to take her to theirs. You will be guided by your lawyer. Thank you for viewing, and be sure to check out our other infidelity stories videos. Please subscribe if you haven't already to get more daily Reddit cheating stories.